Let's get into position for the standing Pallof press. You're going to mount a band over here at chest height, okay? So we're gonna have our hands clasped at our chest, so you want the band to be at chest height. That's what these door anchors for bands are really the best way. You can just easily adjust, okay? So that's the first thing. From there, you want to, oops, come here you. From there, you want to have your feet about hip width apart, shoulder width. It doesn't really matter, just a comfortable stance apart. Knees slightly bent. You're going to interlace your fingers to have the band between the hands. So the loop bands are a little bit easier to hold just because that loop kind of does that. But with this, since there's an end, you have to you can either wrap it around your hand or just do something to make sure it doesn't like get pulled out. Your arms are going to be at your sides, okay? Just here, my elbows at my sides, hands clasped here to my chest, okay? And again, you should want to have a straight line coming out ideally with the band at chest height. From there, you want to either move forwards or backwards so that you're in a straight line with the band. I'll show that to you from the side in a second, but you just want that line of pull from there to here coming kind of straight out so that your hands are in line with it, okay? Pull the shoulder blades in and down the back. Think about having a nice broad chest. Gently draw the belly button into the spine. Your neck should be neutral, so chin kind of parallel with the ground. From there, to do the movement, all we're gonna do is straighten your arms out in front of you till your arms are straight but not locked. You'll hold for 3 to 5 seconds and then bring them back to your chest. It's actually a very simple movement. So just remember, the point is you want to step out far enough so that there is some tension on the band at a level that is good for you, okay? So the idea is when your hands are out, that if you were not using your muscles, that the band would pull you to rotate your torso. That's what would happen if you just let your muscles go. So there should be enough of a pull. If I go here and I'm not actually stretching the band and I stick my arms out and I let go of my muscles, nothing's happening because there's not an actual pull going on. Does that make sense? Hi ladies, I'm Rizal. If you're a woman in your over 40s like myself and you've wanted to do resistance training, maybe you've been told by your doctor that you should do it, but you're just really intimidated by it, you're not alone. That's something that many of us women feel. And so my tutorials and my workouts are designed to teach you how to do resistance training with dumbbells and bands effectively, really break it down on how to do it properly. If that sounds good to you, as well as just more chill exercise with chill music, not jumping around a ton. If that sounds good to you, come on over to my website at inspirefulwomen.com. Just a couple more pointers. You want to have equal weight bearing on each side of your leg. With the resistance, especially as we start using stronger ones, it can be common to start leaning one way or the other to compensate. So try to have that equal weight and also have your hips and shoulders squared to the front. So we don't want to be doing the movement kind of slightly rotated, okay? Keep those hips squared to the front. For the movement, a cue to kind of think about is that the goal here is to keep the spine, the torso, stable and still, and all the movement is only coming from the arms. I think it's kind of cool to think about that we're moving our arms, but we're working our core. That's kind of cool, but that's what's going on. All right, so here we are. Let's go ahead and do a few together. From the side now, a couple things that you can see. You can see the slight bend in my knee, that we have an upright torso, so we don't have a leaned over torso. And also as I do the movement, pressing out, I fully straighten the arms and they stay at the height of my chest. I'm just pressing them straight outwards. As well as when I push my hands forward, my shoulders aren't going forward with it, okay? So we keep the shoulders back. Once you get to the point where you're using more tension, like I said, I absolutely love this exercise and I've been doing it a while now, so I really do kind of use more tension these days. But it's very easy because we have this tension on the front of us. It's very easy to start doing the movement kind of with our shoulders caved in. So you do have to actively think about pulling those shoulder blades down and back, using those back muscles, keeping that broad chest as we press the arms out, okay? So let's go ahead and do a few. And remember, when you press out, we're resisting the pull of the band that would pull us that way, right? Thanks for being with me today, ladies. Once again, I'm Razel, and if you are a woman in your over 40s like myself, and you haven't found a type of exercise that's really suited you, you're tired of like the super intense HIIT sort of thing, the workouts that I create are slow paced. You do them in your home. You don't have to be intense about it. I use chill music, bird song, river sounds. If that sort of thing sounds good to you, please come on over to my website at inspirefulwomen.com.